brand spanking new Lexus SUV. How is that possible?
Money.
Integrate into the same neighborhood that I worked my entire life to get into. I don't understand it.
That's when you start seeing the racism come out of people.
Here's this guy right here in his brand new Lexus.
There he is,
there
right
he
there.
Is, right there.
That guy right there, that's a
Look at that vehicle.
Yeah, that's an immigrant.
That's an immigrant with a $100,000 Lexus.
Yeah.
I feel like if you have white friends, it's only fall into two categories. You have less money than them, and they're not going to say nothing to you, or you have more money than them, and they're just waiting for the time to just take you out.
Look, just straight up following her. It's a black dolphin, by the way. He melanated too. And she just, look, she'll do the twirling thing, and then boom, he gonna follow her. And it's funny, like, because you see the other little kids trying to do the same thing, and he only rocking with her. He like, nah, you my girl, I'm gonna play with you only. Right? And this is just so cool to me. You know what I'm saying? I love it. It might be one of the ancestors. You never know, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? She just got them going crazy. And I want y'all to kind of pay attention, because you're gonna see the other little kids try to steal it. Try to goddamn steal the sauce. And you know what I'm saying? Look, you see little dude, he try to steal the sauce. Hey, bro, you gotta be tapped in like my girl right here. Look, he all in her way and shit. Like, bro, back up. Like, back up, big dog. You gotta wait your turn. He won't her right here. He just going crazy.
Black privilege is getting worse by the year. And by worse, I mean they're getting more bold with their schemes and their actions. I do find it pretty funny, though, when you have those interviewers on the street, they go up to a bunch of black people, they're like, you got 100 fish, and 13 of the fish cause half of the problems. What do you do with those 13 fish? Almost every time the black people say get rid of the fish. Black people, you're lucky we don't have the same mentality of you. Otherwise, y'all'd be gone.
What a weird thing to say. What a weird thing to say. That man literally equated black people's lives to the lives of fish. Fish, something that you eat each and every day. You're equating the lives of fish to the lives of black people. And I wish he would have actually told us what he would have done if there were fish that were actually causing a danger to other fish. I wonder, what would he have done? Would he have let this few fish, I don't know, spread the disease to the other fishes or kill the other fishes? Like, what was his thought plan? I don't understand. Because if you're a farmer and you have potatoes, you've planted potatoes, and maybe one side of your farm has potatoes that are going bad, but the rest is okay. The rest of the potatoes are good. Do you dig out these ones because you know they will toxify the soil that you planted them on, or do you let them, continue spreading the disease to the other crops that are actually healthy? Like, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, to be a white person and to have white privilege, this is it. This is the actual thing. When black people talk about white privilege, this is what they mean. You have the ability to speak over black lives as if they mean nothing. So you can equate them to the lives of crops, to the lives of livestock, or, fish, as he said. Talking about oh, you're lucky, we don't think like you, otherwise you wouldn't. Who are you talking to? Like, who do you think you are? And this is a problem. So many white people do not understand that their current mentality and the mentality that they have grown up with is not actually theirs. This is something that you were sold. The way you think black people are colonized and the way that you think black people were enslaved, that means that they should always be enslaved, or their mindset will always be of an enslaved person. In the same way, your minds have been enslaved. You would think that black people are still enslaved, which they aren't, but you will find out that you're the ones who are still stuck in the 1800s, where slavery was actually a thing. And what you don't want to accept is that times are changing. Black people are more powerful. They're continuing to own businesses and actually be bosses of white people. They are continuing to enter into spaces that maybe white people did not expect them to exist in. They're continuing to own cars, own houses, huge houses. They're continuing to become billionaires and millionaires, way above more, white people. And the fact that you can't accept it is because your mindset is still the 1800s. You have not accepted that life has changed and you no longer have power over black people. Not that you actually ever did 100%, but still, that's my point. I do have more to say about this, and I have way too much to declutter. So if you'd like to hear my full commentary, kindly stay till the end of the video as we continue to deconstruct this video. If you have any comments throughout the video, kindly, or even in the beginning of the video, kindly make sure that you comment your thoughts so far. What do you think? And maybe if there are other comments that you have as you continue watching, I do appreciate, and I would love to interact with you in the comment section below.
This is what a MAGA mind is.
Brand spanking new Lexus SUV. How is that possible? Integrate into the same neighborhood that I worked my entire life to get into. I don't understand it.
Here's this guy right here in his brand new Lexus.
There he is, right there.
Right there.
That guy right
It's
there.
what Make America Great Again has always meant to certain people. It's never been about patriotism. It's always been about hierarchy, about making sure black people stay in a place that makes them comfortable. Because let's be honest, imagine living in a country where 400 years you receive every privilege available. Free labor for almost 2 centuries, millions of acres of free land through the Homestead Act, government assistance when black folks were excluded, white veterans received GI Bills that sent them to college when black veterans who served the country faithfully did not, white home ownership through FHA loans that black people didn't get while black families were redlined into poverty. There was affirmative action for white folks long before the phrase was ever even created. Let me name a few more. Tax benefits, union protections, government contracts, social security programs that originally excluded black labor, corporate subsidies, banking systems built on predatory denial of black access, policing designed to guard white prosperity, and the unspoken privilege of always being seen and deserving, and all that for generations. And yet here we are, after everything designed to hold us back, we still here. It makes them a failure. We're still educating ourselves, still building businesses. It makes them a failure. Still growing wealth, still buying homes, still pulling up in our Lexuses. That makes them a failure. We still thrive in the ways this country has never planned for us to thrive, and it makes them feel like failures. Because that's what they are. That's why it bothers them, because to them, our success is what it is. It makes them failures. They feel better when they can look down on us. They feel safer when we have to struggle. They feel whole when we are broken. So when they say Make America Great Again, what they are really saying is let's go back and reset the hierarchy. Let's put them back in their place, which is beneath us. Let's strip away any progress that they've made. Let's take away all their rights, all their opportunities, all the wins that make them feel equal. Because for us to feel equal, it makes them feel like failures. Because they've had every advancement known to man, and yet here we are, and that's why our excellence is so powerful, y'all. Because every time we disrupt a narrative they depended on for 400 years, every time we win and we break the system that was never designed for us to succeed, every time we shine, we expose the weakness of a structure built on stolen labor, stolen land, and stolen wealth. It's their failure. This is why our success is revolutionary. It's not just about your car, your house, or your lifestyle. It's a reminder that despite every barrier placed in our way, we still here, thriving, winning, and redefining greatness in our terms. And they're still what they are. Failures.
One of the biggest tools the white supremacists use to control the general population is jealousy. Not just fear of minorities, but fear of minorities being more successful than you as a white person. Because implicitly, deep down, they know that they have a significant advantage over every single immigrant, over black and brown people in the US. Because of factors like racism, all you have to do is look to the government and see how white and how conservative it is. But they cannot accept the fact that somebody who came to America 5 years ago didn't know any English and was able to work themselves into society, get a good paying job, and take care of their family is more successful than them. They can't accept the fact that there are people who have come to America and done better in a system that was built for them. That is why I believe that a large portion of racism and bigotry in general is rooted in jealousy. It's not just about white people wanting to hoard the resources, it's about white people wanting to hoard them so other people don't get them. They would rather see people of color fail than another white person succeed, because it's never been about success, it's been about preventing others from doing well. That sort of spite is what keeps them going.
The most exhausting aspect of life as a Black woman is the way people try so hard to humble you when you don't embody struggle.
Of you on the East and West Coast, if you're up on the West Coast, heck of a night. Keep it rolling. John Isner, Sam Query, Caroline Wozniacki, and Sloan Stevens, y'all. Great to see you get off the ranch. I know the crops need attending, but you are ready to go.
It's like if you appear to be too financially stable, educated, attractive, successful, emotionally regulated, or even at peace, it makes people uncomfortable because it doesn't fit the narrative that they expect from you. It always seems like people are comfortable witnessing your survival, but not your ease. And when Black women appear to be thriving, there always has to be something that we're not saying. We have to be in credit card debt. We have to be relying on a man. There's some underlying struggle that could explain how you are blessed with the things that you are blessed with. For example, I just saw a video of a Black woman getting a brand new car, and she's excited. She's sharing her car because she's proud of her accomplishment. Here's the comments. I would never spend that much on a car. Going in debt for a car is crazy. I know your bill is high. I know your monthly payment is high. I know your insurance is high. And it's like, why when Black women display their accomplishments, there's always pushback like that? You get a Chanel bag. Oh, I know that's on your credit card. Oh, credit card debt for a bag is crazy. Oh, you need to use that money to invest in land or a house. And it's like, how do you know that she doesn't have land or a house and she's getting a Chanel bag? Why is it when it comes to Black women, that's always the go-to? And I think that we face a unique double standard because these qualities that are displayed in other races and other women are praised. They're confident, they have boundaries, they're self-assured, they're ambitious. But when Black women display these same traits, the response is completely different. It's interpreted in a negative way. We're arrogant, we're bougie, we're show-offs, we're too high maintenance. We're living above our means, we're bad with money, we expect too much. And I hate it so much because most of the time that comes from other Black people. Like I've always seen, even in my own family and my own close circle, I've experienced these kind of microaggressions and these kind of things that seem like somebody is threatened by my success or the things that I have or my relationship. And people feel the need to bring you back down to earth when you're not even displaying any superiority. You're simply just existing in the way that you exist, and you're living your life in the way you want to live your life. Success truly exposes other people's insecurities, and it's even worse when you are a Black woman because we're supposed to struggle. We're supposed to have struggle love. We're supposed to be resilient. We're supposed to prove that we're worth things. And it seems like every Black woman has to have a story of resilience for their success to be accepted. There has to be some hardship that was overcame. But a Black woman who doesn't seem burdened by hardships and struggles, people seem uneasy with her success. Like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Like we can accept you overcoming obstacles, but we can't accept you thriving with ease. We can't accept you having a soft, easy life unapologetically. And honestly, it's not even just success. Just being happy. Just being a happy, bubbly Black woman. Just being a easygoing, carefree, soft Black woman. It's just so frustrating to me, and it's truly annoying and unnecessary that Black women feel like they have to constantly emphasize their struggles for their success to be accepted. And we're supposed to just smile and accept it and move on like that's normal, because it's not normal.
I'm in these non-toxic groups on Facebook where people live non-toxic lives and we're looking for non-toxic recommendations for the products that we use. And I made a Facebook post, this was a while back, and I was like, I'm looking for Black-owned non-toxic hair product recommendations for my entire family who has various hair types. And my post was just met with so many white women who are like, that's racist. Why are you looking for Black owned? I'm telling you, this post got endless comments full of hatred. Like it just kept coming and coming and coming. You support Black businesses to get rid of the racial wealth gap. Like it's seriously the least that you can do. It's the easiest thing that you can do. So I was like talking with these people in the comments and they're coming at me and they're attacking me. And it brought out a side of me that I'm not proud of. I called them what they were. And basically, my entire post got taken down. And so I didn't get any answers. But if this isn't a really good example of how white people don't want Black people to succeed, I don't know what is. And so if you have any good recommendations for non-toxic products in general that are Black owned, I would love for you to drop them in the comments, because I did get a couple of answers, but the post got taken down so suddenly that I couldn't write them down. And then some that we found that we ended up trying just didn't work out the way that we hoped. We have hair types ranging from 4A to C and hair like mine. But I'm always looking for Black-owned businesses that I can support in general, and products that are non-toxic are a big plus.
So right now the trend is white people who are formerly MAGA turning this new leaf and being like, oh, we no longer are MAGA and we are this new people. We have this new mindset. We are no longer following our, grandparents and our parents. We have our own mindset now, and we are not going to follow Trump again. And the trend is, more white people getting out of this shell that they have been in or have existed in for as long as they could remember. And the thing that I have noticed so much of is white people getting upset that black people have not accepted them or have congratulated them over them turning a new leaf, which is like the funniest thing to me. Like, so you were doing it to have black people's approval. Because if black people would have spoken and said, oh, come in, get over to this other side. Let's have this community. You're invited to the cookout. You can hang out with us. You can go to our salons. You can go to our barbershops. You will have had something negative to say about that as well. So when black people choose to keep quiet, it's a problem. When black people choose to talk, it's a problem. To which this time, black people have chosen to keep quiet and say, we are not going to give our breath what's our breath in congratulating you, because the mess that the country is in is because of you. And the only reason as to why, we believe, or black people believe, or people who did not vote for Trump believe, is that the only reason you're changing, your mindset has suddenly changed, is because Trump is not working for you. He's not working for your family. He's not working for your children. He's not working for your parents. You have come to this realization that just because someone looks or has the same skin tone as you, they don't necessarily have your best interests at heart, right? And what is so funny to me is every time white people make themselves as if they are the victims. They're the victims of the government that is not working. In the beginning of the video, you've seen white people saying, oh, that's an immigrant with a very huge Lexus. It's $100,000. Like, why is that person owning that while I don't have anything? So if someone has a certain skin tone, they're not supposed to be smarter, richer, more educated than you. Is that the whole mentality? I would like to understand, because it doesn't make any sense. If someone has a different skin tone than you, that automatically means that they are stupider, they can't think for themselves, they don't have any knowledge, or what does it mean? Because the surprise was very funny to me. Like, they're like, oh yeah, that's an immigrant driving that big car. Well, I have nothing. Have you considered working? Have you considered, probably if you can't go back to school, maybe you can push your kids into making sure that they get educated and actually get good jobs so that they can remove you out of the home that you are so angry to live in. Have you thought about that? Like, if a black person has something, it's a problem. It's a problem. It's something that it's talked about. If a black person chooses, okay, then I won't work, I'll be something different. I'll just stay at home. I'll wait for the government to give me food, the same way white people do. Some white people do. It's also a problem. So which one is it? If a black person goes to work and they actually work towards getting better and better for themselves, it's a problem, because why are you driving a bigger car than a white person? Why are you owning a bigger house than a white person? Why are you invited to this occasion where I'm not invited as a white person? Like, why are you in this white person space? Why can you own a penthouse in New York that is overlooking the gardens and all this beautiful sceneries, whilst I can't? It's looking over Times Square. Oh, well, I can't do that. Why is the government not working for me? And this is what I said in the beginning of the video. The problem with so many white people is that they have not deconstructed their minds. They have not woken up, and they have chosen to be arrogant and ignorant, and have chosen to not allow themselves or their children to wake up to the reality that things have really changed, like really, really changed. Right now, a black person could easily slap you. You are violent towards a black person, whatever happens to you next, that's not on anyone. Right now, black people are not letting you just walk all over them. They're not going to allow it. And they're not going to let you act as if your life matters more than theirs. And what is so unfortunate is instead of seeing what Black people have created in the short amount of period that they have had their freedom, they have had all these things, still, even after having their freedom, there is still the government that is working against them continuously, over and over again. You can't own a house, you can't be employed in these places, you can't own this car, you can't be given loans by the bank. All these things, you can't be employed by this hospital, this company. Like, there's so many things that have been posed against Black people. And still, they have managed to work out of it and have managed to create what they have, something beautiful for themselves. White people, on the other hand, had 400 plus years to build whatever they wanted and create as much wealth. Mind you, they were given so much. They were given land. They were given food for free. They were given free healthcare. They were given free schools. Like, you can just take your child to school and it's free of charge. But once they were told you can share that with a Black child, you can share that with a Black woman or Black man, immediately no. We would rather go into debt than let a Black child get into the same school my white child is learning in. We would rather go into debt by not affording healthcare than allow ourselves to share free healthcare with Black people. We would rather go homeless. Like, it's so funny to me, and the fact that they do not understand it is just so, it's crazy. It's just, because what do you mean? Like, how can you hate someone so much, someone who does not pose a bigger danger or a bigger threat to you as your own people? You don't see it. Like, you don't see what has been happening all this time. You believe that Black people have this mindset and they can never be changed, and they have this, like, Black people are just below you. But you're saying that as you continue to see Black people continue to excel. And you're still stuck in this belief that, no, I can't accept it. This is why you voted for Trump, because you saw a Black president actually have an amazing term. 2 terms, actually. He was so good, you voted for him again. Made everyone's lives amazing. Good. Yes, probably there are things that he did that you did not like. It happens, like, you can't get everything from one person, right? But if you compare Barack Obama to Trump, there is a lot. There's such a massive difference. And because you wanted to prove a point towards the Black people, you chose a felon to lead the free world. And now you're living in this situation that you're in, and then you go on social media to announce that you're this new changed person, and you do not support Trump anymore, and you don't believe in white people being above Black people, and expecting Black people to be like, hurrah, yay, we're so happy you're on our side. Okay. I think that for anything to move forward, there has to be a lot of deconstructing within the white community. And the fact that, and this is something that I do not understand, there are so many white people who believe, and actually when they get outside of their door and see a Black person, ruins their whole day. They're like, I hate it. Probably call the police on a Black person. Mind you, the Black person is in their neighborhood, their own home, probably taking a job or something, minding their own business. They just become immediately irritated just seeing a Black person, right? Okay. They walk in a park, see a Black person, annoyed again. Go to a public swimming pool, see a Black person, annoyed again. And they continue to probably yell at the Black person, harass the Black person, threaten them by telling them, I will call the police, doing all these things. Then get back in their house, sit on their couch, open the TV, turn on the TV, and watch basketball. Listen to hip hop. Listen to R&B, especially the 90s R&B, where it was really dominated by Black people. So even in that current situation, like, whilst you're doing that, while you're listening to Black people sing to your soul and you just, you love it, while you watch black people play basketball and you actually pay thousands of dollars just to go see them in the stadiums. In your head, don't you think that, okay, I'm kind of contradicting myself. Why do I not like this? But they're all the same people. They're one community. So why do I hate that I love? There's something that one of the speakers talks about, or I heard somewhere, where talk about individualism. There is so much individualism in the white community, which is a fact, which is true, because black people are taken as a community. Anytime a black person makes a mistake or does something wrong, it is a reflection towards the whole black community. But when a white child does something, pupils a school, when a white man goes and does something towards other people, or a white woman, just someone from the white community, and they do something, they are taken as an individual. Like, this white man, this black, this white child. It's never like, oh, this man is like a reflection towards the whole white community, right? And this thing where you have so much individualism that you believe you have to incorporate it into your own lives, and you don't have anyone to take care of your kids, you don't have anyone to come and help you while you're doing a couple of things, which is completely different towards when you compare it to the black community, because black people have community. If you're not going to get home in time, you just ask someone, like from your own community, you just ask a black person, either your neighbor or your auntie, just someone you're related to or you're friends with, can you pick my child up? I'll be late. And they go ahead and do it. They could cook for you and your child. They could offer to have a sleepover with your child. They could offer to do so many things. Come to my home, we have this thing. Or you could come for a sleepover. Like, it's community. And yes, sometimes it's used against black people, but this is why black people continue to have so much joy that white people do not understand where it comes from, because black people have soul and have a soul. They have soul and they have a soul. Like, you want to be there for your people. You want to support your people. You want to take care of your people as much as they want to do the same for you. There's so much support in it. Whilst on this other side, there's this thing that you've been pushed to be. And that's why you're so angry all the time. You are angry because you don't have people who are supporting you, who are there for you, who are ready to come to your aid. And yes, you can have friends. But what I'm talking about is like actual community. Actual community. I don't know if you understand it, but if you do, okay. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. I would love to hear what you have to say about this. Obviously, I could talk and talk and talk for days. So kindly, comment your thoughts about this particular video. What do you think about it? What do you think about the people who have spoken? Maybe you agree or disagree with them, or even me. What do you think about what I've said? I'd love to interact with you in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, kindly consider subscribing, liking, and sharing as we continue to grow and to learn together. And I hope to see you next time. So do make sure you come back. If you'd love to support me in another way, I do have a Buy Me a Coffee link down in the description box below. Each and every contribution is truly appreciated. Goodbye for now.